Israeli Prime Minister gives special presentation claiming to show evidence amid rising tensions in the region. Israel's Prime Minister has accused Iran of secretly pursuing a nuclear program amid rising tensions in the Middle East. Unveiling a vault full of files purporting to show that Iran is brazenly lying when it says it does not have a nuclear program, Benjamin Netanyahu gave a special presentation on Monday claiming to have conclusive evidence of the secret program. His speech came against a backdrop of sustained efforts by the U.S. administration and its allies at home and in the Middle East to cancel, or at least renegotiate, the 2015 nuclear pact signed between Iran and the U.S., France, Russia, Germany, China, the UK and the European Union. You may well know that Iran's leaders repeatedly denied ever pursuing nuclear weapons. Well, tonight I'm here to tell you one thing: Iran lied, big time, Netanyahu said. He claimed after signing the nuclear deal, Iran intensified its efforts to hide files pertaining to its nuclear program. A few weeks ago, in a great intelligence achievement, Israel obtained half a ton of the material inside these vaults, Netanyahu said before proceeding to show 55,000 pages and another 55,000 files on 183 CDs. Much of what Netanyahu presented is unlikely to surprise world powers, which have long concluded that Iran was pursuing atomic weapons before the nuclear agreement was signed in 2015. Before Monday's announcement, Netanyahu cancelled a speech in parliament and convened an emergency meeting of his security cabinet at Israeli military headquarters in Tel Aviv. Netanyahu has been a leading critic of the nuclear agreement, saying it fails to prevent Iran from gaining nuclear weapons capability. He has also welcomed U.S. President Donald Trump's pledges to withdraw from the Iran deal if it is not changed. Trump praised Netanyahu's presentation as good on Monday, saying it and other recent events show he has been 100% right about Iran. Iran's Foreign Minister Javad Zarif denounced Netanyahu's address as a stunt. "The boy who can't stop crying wolf is at it again," he said on Twitter, referring to Netanyahu's 2012 UN General Assembly presentation that used props to allege Iran's nuclear threat. Iranian state TV said called Netanyahu's accusations propaganda. His remarks was not new, full of baseless accusations, and propaganda against Iran's nuclear work, it said. Marwan Bishara, Al Jazeera's senior political analyst, said Netanyahu may have ulterior motives for making his address. He has a very political incentive, especially now with Donald Trump trying to decide about the Iran nuclear deal. He has political incentive to manipulate the facts and exaggerate whatever information he has, Bishara said. Netanyahu's presentation was more of a political presentation and offered no new intelligence on Iran's nuclear program, Fate Mehman, an Iran analyst based in Washington, D.C., told Al Jazeera. Moreover, it is rather very strange that Netanyahu claims that Israel has real intelligence on Iran's nuclear program that somehow was missed by the extensive inspection regimes installed by the IAEA and the US and other Western intelligence organizations. The Israeli Prime Minister's accusations were also refuted by a U.S. State Department report published earlier this month. It said at the end of December 2017, Iran continued to fulfill its nuclear-related commitments under the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, JCPOA, Iran's commitments to allow increased IAEA verification and monitoring, and to not engage in certain work that could contribute to the development of a nuclear weapon continue indefinitely. Earlier on Monday, an Iranian news agency said missile attacks overnight in northern Syria killed more than a dozen pro-government fighters, many of them Iranians. There was no official confirmation of the death toll or what specific targets were, but the airstrikes prompted speculation on who carried it out, with most reports suspecting Israel was behind it. Syrian state TV called it a new aggression on military positions in Hama and Aleppo provinces, but was not specific.